Hello, this is Raglan, a next generation landscaping. I wanted to talk today about focusing on the important things. But before we get into it, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel, give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment. All feedback is good feedback in my opinion. Help out the channel a little bit. It'd be very much appreciated. Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. Okay? So this year, 2022, whereas you saw in 2021, I've been focusing on mainly schools, helping out the elderly, and just fixing the community up altogether, as far as wise, if it's abandoned properties. I want to get into doing playgrounds and stuff like that. Um, 2022, I'm going to step it up a notch, and I'm really going to step it up a notch and try to do double the amount than I did last year. Far as wise, I want to get into helping out more of the elderly. And one thing I wanted to ask you all was, when we're dealing with the elderly, I know far as wise cutting the grass, trimming, edging the grass up and stuff like that, and maybe doing a little bit of pruning here and there. But what are some other services that you all would require or would like to see done at your residence, so I can make a note of it and jot it down, and maybe we can go ahead and perform those services for the elderly. If you know of some things for the schools that we could do, far as why, because I know I want to get into a lot of planting. I want to plant some flowers. I want to do some mulching, do some trimming, cut back rose bushes. I want to do a lot of other stuff and focus on detail. I want to make it look good. I want to make it look presentable. So even if I come there, I know I won't be able to make it a routine thing for each school or each elderly, because there's about a million schools and a million elderly homes that that I try to I'm trying to get to. So I know I won't be able to make it a routine thing. But if I can come there and do one good push and focus on one good push, at an elderly home and at a school, maybe it will last a good while. So if you do decide to get a landscaper or something like that, um, it'll last you a good minute, and then the landscaper will know what for you to expect. You know what I mean? So, like in this video, in these two clips, like as you see here, me cutting the grasses at a elderly person's house. Went ahead and took care of that for them. They were complaining about people getting grass in the on the fence, on the white fence, and they would just leave it. So I had made a video previously about how to cut the grass and not mess up the fence. I'll leave the link in the description below. And the other one, in the next clip, you'll see I did the backyard of somebody else. It's not this house; it's the next house of an elderly person that I've done. So because basically I just want to focus on literally getting the elderly in the community back on track. Certain people, want me to stop doing what I'm doing because, it makes, quote unquote, the county look bad, or makes the, school system look bad, or whatever it may be, because they're not taking time out to, do it properly, or they don't have, the necessary equipment to do it. So my theory is this year, whether they like it, they don't like it, it's all about the youth. It's all about the elderly. It's all about helping your community out to make your community a better place. And that's my main focus. And I'm focusing on that because with everything that's going on with, COVID-19, Omicron, and everything else in between, at least we can, have something, to show for. And I just want to, play my part in the role, so they'll, so when you come to certain places, you'll be able to at least go outside or go to your school or your local community center or child daycare center. And I want to get into that too, doing child daycare centers, because I see a lot of child daycare centers that really, really need the help. And I've been talking to, several people about that. So, be on the lookout for that too as well, where we're going to be taking on some child daycare centers and helping them out. Helping them out too as well. So basically, we're just going to be doing a lot of focusing on um, just getting our community back intact, making the main thing the main thing. The main thing is helping the people out that paved the way for us, and the main thing and focusing on the main thing is getting our next generation of youth off to a good start, have them have a good foundation, allow them to have all the resources, and it just, let them feel good about the schools or the parks that they go to, because as we know, and as you saw in some of my clips, that some of the playgrounds and things of that nature are just out of control, So I want to focus more on getting that together. And this right here is a clip of an elderly person's home we did, where we cut down a lot of weeds along the fence line and cut the grass and stuff like that, just to help them out too as well. This is a total, different property or however it may be. But yeah, I just want to focus on that. And so if you could leave a comment in the and just let me know, what do you all prefer, or what service would you like for me to perform on elderly homes, maybe daycare centers, the schools and stuff like that, because I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep pushing and I'm going to keep doing my due diligence. If I'm not going to, play my part and live out my purpose, then what am I here on earth for? So my point is, I have a skill. I have a knack for what I do. I love what I do. So why not present it to the world and allow them to reap in the benefits as well? Okay. So what other services would you all like to see, just versus the main cut edge trim or something like that? And I will be doing some more tutorials, not to mean to be skipping around and stuff like that, but I will be doing some more tutorials on some how-tos as well this year too. Kind of got away from that because I was focusing on certain things, but as I talked to certain teachers and certain elderly, they like, we would like to know how to do it, just in case if you can't get to it, we can, we'll know how to do it. You know what I mean? So we're going to get into that too as well, okay? Because, it's just going to be a rare push of what's going to come. But if you could just leave a comment, what other services would you like to see? Would you like to see some planning? Would you like to see putting down some mulch, trimming some trees? Whatever you would like to see that would happen at the schools, at the elderly homes, daycares, and stuff like that. Besides the the regular cut edge trim, what would be something that you would like to see, or something that you may want to have done at your residence? And leave a comment below if your school is in destitute of a makeover. Leave the school in the comment below, or leave, if you don't want to leave the school, leave the area that you're in. I'm in the the DMV, which is Washington D.C., Maryland, Virginia, surrounding area. So if you're in the area or however it may be, we can work it out. I'll come by, I'll take a look at it, and in the springtime we will rock and roll with it to get it taken care of, so the youth can be good to go. If the teachers and the students want to be involved, we can get that rolling too. So leave a comment below if you're outside of the DMV and you want something done. Hey, I'm more than willing to come out there and take a look at it. We just have to discuss travel arrangements or something like that. All right. So because you know a lot of this stuff is not, you know, it's not free. So but yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to get your feedback because I want to focus on the main thing. And the main thing for me is helping out these schools, helping out the elderly, and maybe some daycare centers, you know, getting, you know, some daycare centers out the way. Well, not maybe. We will get these daycare centers out the way, you know, and making, you know, a nice, safer place, you know, at least for the playground area or the front of the daycare centers or something like that. We still will do abandoned properties just to make um, the schools, I mean, abandoned properties just to make the neighborhoods and the communities a lot better, you know, because if you got, you know, two customers over here that, you know, or if you got, you know, a whole row of people that has their yard manicured, but you got one house across the street that's just, you know, 7 foot tall, you know, hey, you know, where I come from, you know, if somebody had an issue, we would go ahead and help them out, take care of it until they get their issue solved. But sometimes that's not the case these days. I don't know why, but it's just not the case these days. You know, it just seems like everybody's out for themselves. Everybody wants to do them, and nobody wants to lend a helping hand to help anybody, or nobody wants to receive a helping hand, you know, just to help them to get on the up and up. But sometimes you just gotta force your way and do what you do to make the community a lot better. Okay, so I will still be doing abandoned properties, and we're gonna, you know, make a push for more schools, helping out the elderly a lot more, plus getting into daycares and getting these playgrounds together because some of these playgrounds that I've seen, they're just not good. They're just not good, and they just don't have the upkeep, and it's just real sad. Okay, so just leave a comment below and let me know what other services you would like to see on daycares, playgrounds, schools, and helping the elderly. What other services would you like to see? We will jot them down. And don't forget, if you're in the DMV area and your school is in need of a makeover, please leave the school in the comments below or just put the area in the comments, and we'll figure it out. If you're not in the DMV, we can work it out. We just have to discuss travel arrangements. Okay, so we want to get everything together, and we want to get everything under control. We want to make this community a lot better. Okay, so if you hadn't done so, I'm gonna say it once. I'm gonna say it one more time. Subscribe to the channel. Give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment. All feedback is good feedback, in my opinion. Help out the channel a little bit and be very much appreciated. Okay? Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. Don't forget to leave the comments on below so you know we can get this resolved. So when the springtime get here, we'll be ready to rock and roll and keep it pushing. Okay? So this is Ragnar from Next Generation Landscaping. Keep persevering by any means necessary. Let's focus on the main thing. The main thing is helping out the elderly, helping out these schools, helping out these daycares, and getting these playgrounds together. And we will focus on abandoned properties as well. All right, just to make the communities a lot better. And until the next time, see ya.